Yeah, there are four parts to this. Firstly, you've got to assign people to each role. Okay. Now, as a role, rather than a job title, these three roles can be split across one person, two people, or three people. So, in other words, it's possible to have a single person that does all three roles. Okay. This, assuming you've got three people, this is the trifecta working group. Okay. Next, you've got to make sure that each role honors its lane. Okay. In other words, don't step outside your lane. They
Mhm.
must behave as if they trust one another. For example, product and program do not tell engineering what software or methods to use. Things can be respectfully suggested, but ultimately they bear the responsibility for their own area, which is time or the product features or how it's done. Okay. As you've referred to, the what, the when, and the how. And this transparency about who's responsible for what needs to be apparent from outside the trifecta, the working group, so that, people don't blame the product manager when the implementation was badly done. Okay. Finally, nothing must impede the flow of communication from within the team and outward from the trifecta. For example, if a schedule has changed due to a conflicting project, because engineering teams often have multiple projects that they're working on, then everyone, the teams, the stakeholders, they must know that this conflict has caused a delay. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Leadership in particular must take responsibility to funnel their requests through the product manager and not tap their favorite developer on the shoulder to bypass the process, which is something that happens a lot in business. I'm an absolute fan of Agile and Scrum in particular.
Yeah.
I have worked with teams where we've used Kanban, and I've also worked in teams where we kind of hybridize the two approaches, which we call Scrumban.
Yeah.
In my world, this is 10-day sprints, two working weeks,
Yeah.
and the deliverable happening at the end of that 10-day period.